Okay. Alright. Let's do our first unboxing. Let's see what Daddy brought home. Let's see what Daddy brought home.
That's big.
Yes, it is. Let's see what we got here, Robbie.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, make sure you're watching what you're filming there.
Man.
Alright. Ooh, this one is gorgeous.
Ooh, I can't wait to see.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
Ooh,
not
shiny.
gonna show it. Look at that.
Ooh.
Can you zoom in on that a little bit? Okay, good. Alright. Now zoom back out. Alright, now zoom back out. Let's show the whole guitar.
Ooh, gold and shiny.
Gold sparkle, gold hardware. How gorgeous is that? What do you think of that, Robbie?
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
It is awesome.
So
it's a 60th anniversary Squier Classic Vibes Stratocaster. It's pretty awesome.
pretty cool.
Isn't it awesome?
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
I think it's awesome. I can't wait to get these stickers off of it and put it on the stand and play it.
Yeah.
But it needs a little bit of a setup.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or does.
There we go. We unboxed. It's pretty unspectacular, our unboxing, but there we go. This is all I'm doing. I'm just checking it against basically the tuning. So I'm just doing exactly what I saw on a Fender Custom Shop video about how to set this up properly, and they say just a half step out, and that's exactly half step out. Well, according to my tuner it is. Alright, I'm back with this 60th anniversary Squier Strat. It's been a bit of a fighter, I gotta say. When I got it, it wasn't really quite playing the way I wanted it to play. But I have managed to get the tremolo working the way it should do, and have the action adjusted exactly within Fender specification, which at the 12th fret is 5/64ths on the low E, and on the high E it's 4/64ths according to Fender's website. So on this guitar I've dialed in 12 thou relief, actually 10 thou. That's what this neck specifies. Alright, this one's been a bit of a fighter, this one has. I have finally gotten it playing what I think is right. Okay, so I made a new one of these. This is just my little homemade, which suits my purposes a bit better. I've got 2/64, 5/64, 4/64, and 3/64. And just to remind everybody how I did that, you just take your little gauge, dial in whatever the measurement is, and then scrape it across the bottom. Because this plastic is pretty straight, I get a nice clean line that's really easy to see. So I know this isn't the most precise measurement tool, but I'll tell you what, it works. And I don't know if you can see that because it's dialed in all the way, but the marks are there. And they're really easy to see. Alright, so just like with any other gauge, all I'm going to do is line that up, and I hope you can see that. I've got my little mark there, bring it up, and away we go. And then I do the same thing with my 4. Then I do the same thing with my 4, and this one's perfect at 4. And then I've got my 2, and this one's actually significantly lower, and that one is exactly 2. So I'm sorry if that's a bit out of focus. This is a bit hard to film, but that's how I check it. And then of course, where is that tool? It's out, I've been using it. And then of course, I use my feeler gauge, so capo at the first, just like I've been taught online. Pinch 17, and that should slide in there perfectly, and it does. So all my measurements are good, and initially this seemed to be causing, because remember, hopefully I filmed it properly in the first part of the video, but the tremolo was sitting flat on the body, and now it's raised up to the correct level. And I can't remember exactly what that is. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. Anyway, so I got this to float where it should be. It goes back when you pull it back a complete half step, which is what I saw on a few YouTube videos. So yeah, when you pull back on it, it sharpens by a complete half step. So it's functioning the way it should do. Now, the guitar's playing pretty well, and I've been learning a and something about this guitar is still fighting me. I don't know what it is, but it's still fighting me a bit. It feels okay when I play it. Anyway, the problem I'm having with it is it's making a bit of a racket at the nut. And it's hard to tell, but it's making a bit of a racket. Anyway, it's making a bit of a racket at the nut. I can hear it's kind of popping when I bend the strings. It's really annoying, and it didn't do this when it was sort of hardtailed when I got it, because it kind of came factory not hardtailed, but this was flush against the bridge when I got it from the store. And the only thing I've done is I've gone in, I've popped open the cavity, let the screws out a bit, adjusted this to where it should be, to where Fender says it should be, and then reset up my saddles to follow the radius, and of course with the correct measurements. And so having now followed all the correct measurements and been over and set up and reset up this guitar now, I don't know, 5 or 6 times over the last couple of days, because I did set it up when I got it home, just adjusted the action a bit, and it was playing okay. It was playing okay, but something about it was bugging me. So I decided to do this full setup on it and get the tremolo working. Because normally I leave the tremolos blocked on my Strats. I don't normally use them, but I've been enjoying using it on the other 2 Squiers. So I wanted to make this one a bit more usable. Now, like I said, I could dive bomb with it, but I couldn't come back. And I wanted to have it to be able to come backwards and forwards. And like I said, initially it was causing some tuning instability, but now it doesn't seem to be. But yeah, it's making a bit of a racket up here. I don't know what the hell that is. If somebody knows, I'd really love some help. I'm really at sort of an impasse with this guitar. I don't really know what to do to fix this problem. It feels like it's a bit too high, but I'm a bit afraid. Like if we look at it, it feels like it's a bit too high off the, can you see that? That's something you can see on those higher strings. It feels like it's a bit buried in there, but I'm afraid to take it down anymore because I'm afraid those strings will pop out of there. So I'm not sure what to do, but it's definitely making a racket up here and it's driving me crazy. It's like sympathetic ringing or something. It's driving me nuts. I don't know. I don't know if the guitar did it when I first got it. I don't know if I noticed it, but I notice it now. And I notice it now because I've been playing it acoustically for the last 2 days. Because when you play it acoustically, you can hear all this crap really well. It's really easy to tell when it's buzzing or fretting out or doing anything like that. But now this is driving me insane. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I need another string tree here because it only comes with 1 string tree. I don't get why Fender on some of their guitars put 1 string tree, and on other guitars they put two string trees. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've got cheap Squiers with 2 string trees, and now I've got this a bit more expensive Squier with only 1 string tree, and I've got Fenders with only 1 string tree, and I've had Fenders with 2 string trees. So I don't really get the rhyme or reason behind why they do this. I have to think that if I add another string tree to this guitar, it might cure whatever the hell's going on up here, because I don't know. If anybody out there knows, please, I'm begging for your help, because I'm really enjoying playing this guitar. But when you hear these little niggles, it drives you crazy, and it's kind of killing that enjoyment for me right now. Although it is playing pretty well. So yeah, I'm just learning that song, and despite my poor playing, it actually plays. pretty cleanly. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm at with this thing. If anybody knows how to cure this problem, please tell me, because it's driving me crazy. Everything else about this guitar is playing well now. The tremolo's functioning properly. It feels good. It's just that I get little popping sounds sometimes, and I know that's the nut. So I guess I need some lube in there, or something like that. I don't know if that'll fix it, but yeah, I need something.